Good morning, everyone. It's Robert from On My Turntable. Hope you're having a great morning this morning. It is Saturday morning. As always, a coffee kind of morning. Hope everyone's doing well. Really getting into hard rock and heavy metal lately. Just a great genre. I'm a classic rock guy. Always have been. But the harder the music lately, the better it is. So I thought I'd do, and there's a lot more than what I'm going to show you, but I'm going to do 5 great Canadian hard rock bands that you probably already know. Maybe you don't. Maybe some that you're familiar with, some that you aren't. But these are 5 great bands. Some lately that I've just discovered, and then others that I've known for quite a while. I'm not going to show every album that I have of them. I'm just going to show a couple of each. And I'm going to try and shorten this video because I'm finding if I go over a certain length of time, my video starts to screw up. So I'm going to try and keep this as short as I can. But right off the bat, Teaze, awesome band from Windsor, Ontario, kind of southern Ontario area. They only released 4 albums, but amazing stuff. Also, just got this in the mail the other day. This is the Tour of Japan, their live album, as just as it says, Tour of Japan. They made it big over there, actually. The only thing I don't like about this one is only 10 tracks on it, but mainly a lot from this album and their first album. But great, just a great hard rocking band. Started in 1975. You got Brian Danter on bass and vocals, Mark Braddock on guitar, Chuck Price on guitar, and Mike Kozak on drums. Amazing stuff. Again, only 4 studio albums, and I've got to get their first one, Teaze, 1977 release. But I do have On the Loose, which has nothing to do with Loverboy's On the Loose. This is On the Loose, 1978 release, their second album. And I got the Tour of Japan, 1979 release. One Night Stand, 1979 as well. And Body Shots, 1980. Great heavy riffs, amazing playing. Again, huge in Japan when this one came out. And at the time, back in the 70s, they were one of the top hard rock bands in Canada. The Tour of Japan is a great example of how great they play together. Just amazing stuff. Great tough sound, hard rock. They play well, they sing well. Awesome hard rock band. Teaze. If you don't know these guys, and I know a lot of you do, a lot of people have mentioned getting this album, and I'm glad I did because it's amazing. Again, I wish I wish it became more songs on this one, but 10 tracks is good. So Teaze, awesome band. You got to check these guys out. Also from Windsor, Ontario. Regina, Saskatchewan. My bad. Kind of the middle of Canada. Prairie States, or Prairie Province. This is Kick-Axe. I only have one of their albums. This is Welcome to the Club. Maybe not as hard as their first albums before that, but great arena rock sound, down and dirty riffs again. They did manage to crack the American market. They're still around, but I've only found one of these albums so far. Actually, I apologize. I did find one the other day, and I should have picked it up, and I kicked my butt that I didn't. But again, another band with only 4 studio albums. Vices, 1984. Welcome to the Club, 1985. Rock the World, 1986. And a later album, and one of their latest in 2004. They've released one in 2004. But typical heavy, hard rock and hair band. Sounds great. Really good stuff. It's on the Pasha label, which you don't see too often, but I really like these guys. Welcome to the Club is the second album by these guys, 1985 release. They do a cover of With a Little Help from My Friends, a Beatles track. And the video features, people compare it to, or when you listen about it, or when you read about it, it's kind of a We Are the World type of thing. Where you got all these great rock artists joining in on the song, because you've got Rick Emmett from Tribe, you got Lee Aaron, big heavy metal goddess of Canada, Andy Curran from Coney Hatch, plus a bunch of other people, all backing in this video. You got George Christian on lead vocals, Larry Gilstrom on guitars, Raymond Harvey on guitars, Victor Legend, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, on bass, and Brian Gilstrom on drums. The production on this one is a little more accessible than apparently their first album, but still a rockin' album to discover. And you got Welcome to the Club, Feels Good, Don't Stop, Coming After You, Make Your Move, Never Let Go, Hellraisers, Can't Take It With You, Too Loud, Too Old, Feel the Power, and again With a Little Help from My Friends to end it off. Kick-Axe, great Canadian band. Great Canadian band. This next one is quickly becoming my favorite. I had the second one for the longest time and finally found the first one. This is Moxy. Moxy is remarkable. Awesome band from Toronto. Formed in '74. Another band who made it big in the States. So with the strength of all these great radio stations from the States, who promoted the band and helped them become huge. But again, a big band in Canada. But they were promoted by stations in Chicago and St. Louis and Detroit and San Antonio, Texas, of all places. From Texas Rock Radio, they opened Kiss FM. They also had a big tour with AC/DC opening for them in 1977, which helped their exposure. And again, amazing debut album. Moxy, 1975 release. Can't You See I'm a Star, Train, Out of the Darkness, Sail On, Sail Away, which is fantastic. And what else is on here? Moon Rider, Time to Move On, Still I Wonder, again, Out of the Darkness, Fantasy, awesome stuff. I also have their second album. I gotta find more. Their second album, Moxy 2. It's on the Polydor label. Take It or Leave It, because there's another, Midnight Flight, One More Heartbreak. They continue to tour with big bands like Boston Sabbath. They also toured with Triumph as well. You got Buddy Kane, Buzz Sherman, amazing artist, Bill Wade, Earl Johnson, and Terry Jurek. Again, amazing Canadian hard rock band that you got to check out. Moxy for sure. These guys have been around forever. One of my favorites. Helix, great band, huge band as well. Big hit Rock You, formed in 1974 from Kitchener, Ontario, another southern Ontario area band, Kitchener Waterloo area, beautiful area. You got Brian Vollmer on lead vocals, amazing vocalist. Greg, how do you pronounce his last name? Greg Hines. Paul Hackman on guitars, Mike Uzelac on bass and vocals, Brian Vollmer on lead vocals, Brent Dorner on guitars and vocals, and Greg Hines on drums. Amazing stuff. Yeah, they're basically a Canadian icon, hard rock genre. They've toured with big acts like Aerosmith and Rush and Motley Crue and Alice Cooper and Whitesnake and Motorhead, just to name a few. No Rest for the Wicked, 1983 release, the third album by the band. Sorry for the glare. Cool album. Also their major debut on Capitol, that album. And I also have a big commercial success album. This is Long Way to Heaven. Another great album. It's on the Black Capitol label. Yeah, fifth album by the band. Deep Cuts the Knife was a big hit. A big single off the album. Big video as well on Much Music and MTV. Kids Are All Shaken. Ride the Rocket. School of Hard Knocks. Banging Off the Bricks. Definitely check out Helix. Awesome. Awesome Canadian hard rock band. And finally, I don't know if I call these the grandfathers of hard rock in Canada, but they're huge. And I didn't show all my albums of these guys. But we're talking about Triumph. This is their live album. I also have The Sport of the Kings and Thunder 7, just to name a few. I've got a bunch of them because they're amazing. From Toronto, Ontario, Canada. 3 awesome, amazing artists. 16 studio albums, 18 gold, 9 platinum in both Canada and the States. Canada, of course, Triumph, one of the biggest bands in Canada. You know, you've got, I could name 1,000. I'm just rush right off the top of my head. But huge hard rock band. But they also go into pop and soft rock and ballad rock, arena rock. But they're just a hard rocking band, and they blow. If you watch the U.S., I don't know what tour that, sorry, what live show that was, but Triumph came on and just blew everyone out of the water, and there's thousands of people there. They just love them. Their era was between 75 and 80, late 80s. Also Canadian part of the Canadian Hall of Fame. You got the amazing Rick Emmett on guitars and vocals, one of the best vocalists ever. His guitar playing is second to none. Mike Levine on bass and keyboards, amazing stuff. And Gil Moore, drums and vocals, another lead vocal player and another drummer that can play this huge kit, plus sing super well. Again, they go between hard rock, arena rock, ballads, pop, and rock. They kind of cover everything. You got Lay It on the Line, Fight the Good Fight, the cover of Rocky Mountain Way by Joe Walsh. And this live album, Stages, is a great example of how good these guys can play. It's recorded between 81 and 84, but the production's so good you don't realize the difference in the years. It's just a great example of hard rockin' band from Canada, Triumph. So there you have it, guys. 5 great Canadian hard rock bands. If you know any other Canadian hard rock bands, which I've got a ton of, I just wanted to keep it to 5. Put it in the comments below. Thank you so much to everyone who has liked and subscribed and left wonderful comments. You guys are amazing. Love you all. And I'm going to keep on doing what I'm doing. Take care. Bye now.